Hi friends, this video is just for study purpose. We have compiled the information from different epics and books for study purpose. And talk about Yogi Aurobindo Ghosh. Talk about questions which are generally asked about Yogi Aurobindo Ghosh, the person who was a nationalist and becoming spiritualist, traveling his path right from the civil services to a spiritual identity. So sometimes it is asked whose past was the nationalist and become the spiritualist is a Yogi Aurobindo Ghosh. Almost more than 120 years ago, or 140 years ago rather, uh, 15th of August 1972 he born, and this is Independence Day for India. Exactly on 15th of August he born, and he studied in the Cambridge University. This is truth. He studied. You could see the level of his English in his many books, which we are going to see. Whether the Yogi Aurobindo Ghosh qualified Indian Civil Services, yes, this is a truth. He is a civil service qualified, one of the toughest exam qualified person, and who became the spiritualist. The newspaper published by him was Bande Mataram. So you will be given different newspaper, and then will be given a different pair where you have to match them. So Aurobindo Ghosh has published a newspaper Bande Mataram. What was the name of the poem who were written by Aurobindo Ghosh, having 24,000 lines? Okay, who was the poet? Okay, and what was the poem? Both the questions are generally asked. So the poem name is Savitri. It has a 24,000 lines, and it is written by Aurobindo Ghosh. The very important part of Aurobindo Ghosh has written many books, and he has carved out concepts which are given in this book. One book is The Life Divine. Many times in the exam, they will ask you the name of the book and the author, or they will have the match the pair with the author and name of the book that way. So the synthesis of yoga, the concept of synthesis of yoga itself is a new and beautifully explained yoga in synthesis, which is a generation. You know about the chemical synthesis, or the chemical reaction or synthesis of the compound. This similarly he has put a concept of synthesis of yoga. Essays on Gita has explained the Gita in depth, the secrets of Veda, the actual all the four Vedas has been explained to the utmost depth in the secrets of Veda. Hymns to the mystic fire, another one, and the Upanishads, that is a Vedanta. The Renaissance in India. Renaissance is actually a rebirth. Renaissance, the word which came from the rebirth of cultural and uh, artistic era during 1400 to 1700 century in Europe, and the word originates from there, from the Europe. And Upanishad, which is a Vedanta, he has a very in-depth study on Vedanta. War and self-determination is actually the whatever the fight which we have to do against ourselves to win everything, the human cycle, and the ideal of human unity and the future poetry. It's all written by Yogi Aurobindo Ghosh. Mostly they ask for the synthesis of yoga is very important. Essays on the Gita is also very important. All those done bold, the life divine, they generally ask in questions who has written this book. One more, where is the ashram of Yogi Aurobindo Ghosh situated? Everybody knows Pondicherry, or previously it is called as Padducherry or Pondicherry, and generally it was developed very well developed in 1910 and 1950. Now also it is there. One more question. Yogi Aurobindo Ghosh has developed a concept of metaphysical system, which is an intermediary power between the unmanifested Brahman and the manifold world. See, the actually it is between that super consciousness and the manifested Panchamaha Bhutas made entity or identity, and this in between there is one level that he has called as supermind. So this is the concept developed to attain the supermind, and after that you become a universal consciousness aligned identity. So this was developed by Yogi Aurobindo Ghosh. Thank you, friends. This was a short for the question answers for level 3 exam.